there's this girl and she's, oh, okay. Well, there's this girl and she's walking down the street and she looks like she's really put some care into her wardrobe, and she's about 180 pounds. She's got light pink ballet-colored leggings on and a shirt that matches and a cute skirt and accessories. And, you know, she's doing the proud, happy walk. And then these two not-so-pleasant people beside me were at a red light, and you can see her approaching. You know, I'm noticing her outfit because it's cute. And you hear the two of them having their discussion loud enough to insult her, you know, on purpose, talking about how cute she'd be if she lost some weight, you know? Mm-hmm. I'm like, you know what? I want to definitely design my goal as to empower people and help them and assist them, but not to belittle them or hurt them or embarrass them into wanting to get fit. And so I think that my main goal in everything I post and everything I lead people to has to be positive and friendly and encouraging. And I want to make that my primary trait. Like, you know how everyone brands? Mine is definitely empowerment of women. So that's my brand.
Nice.
Excellent.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't want to be like those two guys. That's not going to encourage her. That's going to piss her off. Yeah.
Let me guess. My brand would be the cute stickers.
Oh, yeah, we love the stickers.
You have stickers.
You're my sticker teacher. I learned from you. Now, if I could figure out how to do it while you're texting in regular text, I was looking for them. I'm like, where are the stickers in text?
Right.
Are they just a Facebook thing?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, because that's where I have them in Facebook and in the messengers. Yep.
Yeah, I guess so. I found them in both of those. I never found them again, so I guess it's just a Facebook thing. Okay. So there's my story.
Excellent story. Very great way to start off. I only have a few things that I wanted to touch on, but I wanted to record it for everybody else who's not here. Mm-hmm. I know some people have the week off from school this week, and so they're on vacation. Yeah. Chaos. I get it. But tonight, I wanted to talk about the very first vital behavior, which is invite. And the reason I say it 3 times.
To the Tuesday thing?
Nope. Well, yes, invite to the Tuesday thing. Yeah, the coaching opportunity. You also want to invite to your challenge groups, and you want to invite people to be part of your network. So inviting people to be part of your network, that means, you know, you're adding Facebook friends or Twitter followers or Instagram followers or pinners on Pinterest. You know, inviting people to be part of your network. And then the second one is inviting people to challenge groups. Challenges are like our bread and butter. I used that term already today for something else. I don't remember though. So our challenge group, that's where we put in, you know, our new challengers into the group so that we can help hold them accountable and help them to reach their health and fitness goals. So there are a lot of top coaches that will tell you the best way to invite to challenge groups. And I wish I could upload it to all of your brains so that it would be easy, simple, and understandable. But unfortunately, your invites are something that you just constantly massage and constantly change to fit where you're at. And it's your invitation is always going to be changing depending on what you're doing. And so there's no one hard, fast way to do it. But by continuously doing it and doing it a lot, you're just going to get better at it. So I can tell you from experience that there were times when I was inviting that I would use the wrong name when I was private messaging somebody. And I'd be messaging someone named Sarah and I would write Caitlin. because I had just been talking to a Caitlin and was trying to now talk to a Sarah. And, you know, some people are forgiving. Some people are not when you call them by the wrong name. But it was, you know, it's a human error and something that I definitely screwed up more than once. So there's a lot of times where I just resort to, hey, they're beautiful, or hey, girl. It's way easier, especially if I'm leaving a little voice message through Instant Messenger. You can actually leave little voice clips. I don't like to pronounce people's names incorrectly. So if I'm leaving a little voice clip, I'll just say, hey, beautiful, I hope you're having a fabulous week. Easy. And I actually really like the voice clips, but that's a side note. So when you are inviting, you're going to get a lot of people that either don't respond, so we call them crickets around here, or they're going to tell you no. And I know a lot of my coaches and my current customers said no to me probably the first couple times I asked them. But the no just means no, not right now, or no, you haven't given me enough information for me to make a good decision right now. So no is not final. So I always, if they say no to me, I say, I totally understand. Now is probably not a good time for you. Could I follow up with you in a couple months? Most of the time, they'll say yes and be totally okay with it. And then you put them on your list and you follow up with them in a couple months. And then the more people you ask, the more people that can say yes. So if you get stuck because 3 people said no to you this week, ask another 3 people, and then ask another 3 people. Because the more people you ask, the more people you invite, the more people that will say yes. And you'll perfect your inviting process. You'll just get better at it. But my favorite way to invite is through a personal story. So when I post on Facebook, I don't always, my invitation through Facebook or Instagram is not always, hey, I'm running a challenge group. Do you want to join me? In fact, most of the time it doesn't look like that at all. My invites will look like, you know, a picture, you know, post-workout, or a picture with me and my kids, and it'll be a little story, and then I'll say something along the lines of, I have a challenge group starting soon. If you're looking for some more accountability with your health and fitness goals, like or comment below.
And you put that in the post?
And I put that in the post, yep. So if I have, you know, if I post a picture, a post-workout picture, and I'm feeling pretty fabulous post-workout picture, I'll say, you know, when I first started this program, I couldn't do 2 push-ups. And now I'm really excited that I was able to make it through 10 push-ups today. Or I breezed through my 60-second plank without an issue. And I wasn't cursing at Autumn this time. And then I'll say, you know, I can tell that I'm stronger with this program because of these things. You know, my health and fitness has certainly developed so far this year. If you're interested in changing your health and fitness, like or comment below. And that way you don't sound salesy at all, because you're telling a story, you're making it personal, and then you're giving them the opportunity to join you. It's what social media will call it the call to action. You'll hear a lot of people say you're giving a call to action. Now, you should not give a call to action every day. People are going to get real tired of your calls to action. But Some coaches do it once a week. Other coaches do it 2 or 3 times a week, building up to a challenge group. It's totally up to the person and what social media platform you're using. So I definitely do it at least once a week, sometimes more depending on my mood or my goal for the month, basically. So sometimes I will add it more. But you definitely want to share a personal story because people are going to relate to your story. And that's how you're going to create kind of a rapport with your followers through social media.
Okay.
And then my final point with inviting is to have confidence in the product and confidence in yourself. You've used the product, you've spent time with the programs, or you're just starting it, and there's a reason that you're excited about it. And you need to have the confidence that the product will work for somebody else. We talked about this, I think, the last team call about fear, but you need to have the confidence in yourself and in the product itself, because a lot of the times when we get to the point of inviting and people ask how much it's going to cost, we freak out because we have to tell somebody that there's a price on it. But if you are talking about how valuable this is to an individual, say for instance, you're speaking to a single mom who doesn't have any time to herself, has managed to gain 60 pounds in the last year. She's depressed. She's not happy with herself. If you create the value for the product, that single mother will come up with the $140 for a challenge pack. So, you have to have confidence in yourself, the product, and your potential customer. So you have to believe that they are capable of making it through the program with your help. And they are capable of coming up with the money for the product because it's a great product. Not only that, it's got a stinking 30-day money-back guarantee on it. People can send back empty Shakeology bags and the company will still reimburse them if they thought that Shakeology was crappy. So I don't like to say that often because I feel like some people would take advantage of it. But it is, they give you 30 days. If you legitimately don't feel better after 30 days, they will reimburse you less the shipping for your Shakeology. You just have to send them back the empty bag. Those were my points for tonight. So to recap real fast, I can't upload it to your brain. Sorry, you're going to have to do it on your own. No does not mean no forever. The more people you ask, the more people can say yes.
Numbers game.
Yep. You need to make it personal. So when you're sharing a story, feel free to add an invitation, a call to action within your story. And then the last point was to have confidence because you are amazing, the products are amazing, and the people that you're helping are also amazing. And that's all I got.
Okay. I have a question. When you were talking, you were saying that, okay, so you're offering this great product and, people are going to say, oh, I don't have that kind of money. What are your counters to I don't have that kind of money? I mean,
okay. So
what are your go-to counters to that?
I have a couple. The first one that I really like to use is if I can tell by the conversation that they're really excited about the product, I will lead. I'll say, I totally understand that money is, it's an issue here. Would you be interested in learning how to make money while using these products? So I'll lead into the coaching opportunity. And I'll give them the chance to learn about how they can make money while using the products. That seems to work pretty well. I at least can get them into an opportunity call to learn more. But that's one of the ones that I'll lead into. You know, I understand that money's tight. Would you be interested in learning how to make money doing what I do? And 9 times, probably more than that, 10 times out of 10, they say, yes, I'd absolutely love to learn more. And then sometimes, unfortunately, I get I have what's called the injured bird syndrome. So I think that I can help every injured bird that's out there. And so, you know, I will try, and I will follow up, and I will try my hardest to try to get people to just start working to make money with Beachbody. And sometimes to my own fault, because I'm like, oh yeah, no, I'll sponsor you in as a coach. But if they don't have any skin in the game, then they're not going to try, really. That's what comes down to it. Because I have quote unquote sponsored coaches in, and they've been gone a month later. And so that's one way that I'll say, you know, I understand money's tight. If you could make money from home, not have to pay for another babysitter, would you be interested in the opportunity? That's one, but that really depends on how the conversation went with them and how I feel about them. Because I have a pretty good grasp on who's going to stick around and who's not. And so sometimes I'll filter them out ahead of time. So if the coaching thing is not on the table, then I'll suggest I'll say, you know, I totally understand that money's tight right now. Would you be interested in a 30-day free trial of Beachbody On Demand? They always say yes to that. I have never had
just to try the product, and that's it. Just 30 days of
free
of the
30-day
product
trial of Beachbody On Demand. They get access to over $3,200 worth of workout programs for 30 days. They can do whatever they want with it for 30 days. Okay,
so the video streaming.
Yep, the video streaming. Yep. And I send them an email. So they can get themselves set up with the streaming, and you know, usually I'll see in a day or two if they actually get set up with it, and then I'll just follow up with them and touch base, and I'll invite them to my next challenge group. But at least when you do the free 30-day trial, most of the time they're going to keep it, because it works out to be about $299 a week. They only bill it quarterly. And it's, you know, depending on what state you're in, the tax. I think I paid $41 for it last month. So it's $38.97 plus tax. But it's billed quarterly, so every 3 months. And it's a fantastic deal. But in an essence, you've turned that no into you know, a customer. And then I always invite my Beachbody On Demand customers to upcoming challenge groups, ask them if they want to try Shakeology. And
if they're going to work that hard on it, they're going to want the Shakeology to push the results.
Right. And the Shakeology, there's a Shakeology sample pack that's all 7 flavors right now for $35. Every time I've had a customer buy the sample pack, they've come back and they've ordered Shakeology on Home Direct. I have a 100% conversion rate with that right now. And now with the 7 packets, they get a week of the meal replacement shake, Shakeology. And that's phenomenal. So you have a full week to really see how your body responds to it before you even have to commit to an entire month. So it's really a great deal. But yeah, those are two ways that I combat the price. And if, but I can also, another one that I do is, I understand that, price money is tight right now. Would next month be better for you? And that way you're also giving them the option to budget it into their next month and be able to buy the challenge pack the following month. So there's 3 ways that you can change that objection to a yes. Good question, though. I like that question.
Yeah, and another one that's come up, because as you read, you're like, okay, these questions pop up again. Where are you meeting the people? And like, where are you meeting I'm going to be on the Avon walk coming up. I'm going to be camping literally on the ground with 1,000 strangers. We're going to be, as a hostage audience, having a great time who care about health, obviously, and women's issues. What's a great way to lead into those conversations? I asked that one. And the other one is, where do you meet people?
Okay, so to lead into conversations with real, live, actual face-to-face people.
Yeah, out in the world while you're out there.
So I started any other way I would start a conversation with somebody online, basically. I would introduce myself. I'd say, hey, my name's Stephanie. I love that you're joining this walk-in too. What's your motivation for joining the walk? That's how I would lead in your given scenario. And, then they'd open up. It's called forming. You form the customer is what Beachbody terms it as. And so, I'd ask them what they're doing, what motivated them to join the walk. Most of the time, people will respond and ask you the same question that you're asking them. And so, you would then respond and say, I was motivated to join the walk for X, Y, and Z. I really loved that I was able to get time off from work. What do you do for work? How were you able to get the time off? Something like that. And the forming, it stands for family, occupation, recreation, and I always forget the M. What's the M stand for? So basically your conversation with the potential customer, is to find out what their family life is like, what they do for work, what they do for recreation, and
what motivates them.
What motivates them. Thank you. But you don't have to be scripted about it. Just getting to know somebody, and then if they ask you what you do for work, you could say, oh, well, I'm a health and fitness coach, or, I usually lead in with, I'm a mother of 3, I'm a military spouse, I'm a health and fitness coach, and I'm a PhD student. And then they go, holy crap, you do what? I'm like, yeah, well, I'm fortunate enough to work from home as a health and fitness coach. And then they go, you work from home as a health and fitness coach? Kind of piques their interest that way. But you don't have to. A lot of the times when I meet people out, I'll find them through one of my social media platforms. If I meet somebody new, I'll be a new mom or something if I'm in a mom group, and I'll say, hey, are you on Facebook? Let's connect on Facebook. And that way I can spend more time getting to know them than just the 5 interaction that we've had. And it's not, most people will be more than happy to give you their Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, whatever. They're more willing to give you that than their phone number. And so usually, I just did it last week. I was getting milk, and there was a lady there who was talking about, drinking Plexus or something, or she was thinking about drinking Plexus. And I was like, you don't want to do that. I said, I've got something way better than Plexus. And we chatted for a minute. And I said, hey, are you on Facebook? So I handed her my phone and she put her information into Facebook. We chatted on Facebook. I sent her the information. She's ordering a challenge pack this weekend.
Cool.
So I really love to connect with people that way because I can find out a lot more about them once I'm on their Facebook feed. And then they can
that is a great tip. Facebook is so much easier to give away than your personal phone number.
Yes.
That's a good tip.
And then they see what you're doing as well.
They're silently stalking you.
Silently stalking you, yes. So
but it validates you too.
Right.
So I love doing that on Facebook. I've done it a few times recently too. I did it a bunch over Christmas when I was out shopping for Christmas presents. I was, I'd get in a conversation with somebody in the line and we'd start chatting. I'd go, oh, are you on Facebook? I'd love to connect with you there. Yep. They are. And then in terms of adding people on social media that you're not meeting face to face, Facebook, I use the mutual friends. So Facebook will suggest friends to you. And if I have more than 20 mutual friends with a female, I will send her a friend request. I don't send to males because most males immediately think that I want a relationship with them and will ask me what I'm wearing, and I'm not down for that conversation.
I just blocked someone for the most weird. I'm like, what is this? A paparazzi interview?
Yeah.
Really
like,
weird.
Oh, what are you wearing? I'm like, a sweatshirt. No, what are you wearing underneath? And I was like, no, we're not having this conversation. You're getting blocked.
Exactly.
So my rule of thumb,
so the cross the line is 20 mutual friends. And that's pretty cool.
I like to use 20 because chances are good I've had a conversation with at least one of those 20 people that we're friends with. But if they then come, I'll send them a friend request. And then when I see that they've accepted, it's not immediately, but once a day I'll check and see who's recently accepted. And I'll do what I call the conversation equation. So I'll send them a message that says, hi, Sarah, thanks for accepting my friend request. I noticed that, I love your profile picture. I see that, there's 3 kids in the picture with you. Are those your kids? So I've thanked them at the beginning. Then I've complimented them by saying, I love your cover photo, or I love a post that you did recently. I do a little bit of research before I actually message them.
Right.
And then I'll ask them an open-ended question, because that is more likely to engage them in a conversation than just saying, hey, thanks for accepting my friend request. Have a great day. And they have no reason to respond back to me ever. So I thank them, then I compliment them, and then I ask them a question. And then that's one way that I start the conversation there.
So you're doing that form with the family question, something to do with the family question.
Yep, same way. And then for Instagram, I use the Explore page and my hashtags. So the Explore page on Instagram will give you people who are similar to photos you've liked recently. So they'll show you photos that are similar to photos that you've recently liked. And I'll go in and I'll find those people. And you'll learn this in the Shalene thing, but it's golden. She calls it the 5-3-1 technique. And so if you go in, you find a photo that you like, you go to that person's profile, you decide whether or not this person would connect with you or be connected with you, or you would find Shalene calls it for life.
They find those people have a lot in common with you. You both like the same stuff.
Their photos are similar to photos you've liked before, is how Instagram will do it. And so I'll see a photo I like. I'll click on the photo. I'll see that. Then I'll go in and look at that person's profile. And I will like their last 5 photos.
Okay.
Then I'll comment on their last 3 photos. And then it usually results in that person following me. And Shalene calls it the 5-3-1 technique, and it is awesome. I've been doing it every day for the past few weeks and have seen a major increase in my followers.
Cool.
And then when I see that they follow me, I'll then, same sort of thing on Facebook. I'll send them a direct message. Hey, thanks for following me.
Just like the Facebook.
Yeah, I really loved your feed. It looks like you're having a great time with your kids. How old are they? I engage in conversation.
That's awesome.
Same kind of thing. Yep.
Cool. That's good. Okay. When it's described to you, it all comes up so much easier.
Yes.
It's all revealed. Okay. Well, that's awesome. Thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions that I can help with?
Well, those are the 2 biggies. As you do your research, it's nice to, things keep popping up routinely. This question again, that question. Oh, I already thought of that question. So those are the 2 that are just reoccurring for me.
Okay.
And so those were awesome tips. Really, really good ones too.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Well, good.
Yeah, that helped me a lot.
Excellent.
All right. Well, thanks.
You're welcome. Wendy, any other questions, comments? We good?
No, we're good. I'm trying to pick out my next couple of groups that I want to join so I can get some fresh blood.
Yes, Wendy joins Facebook groups. So larger groups that are run by somebody else is a good way too.
Like things you like doing. Like right now I put in, for veggie gardens, and I'm getting some interesting things because I love gardening, and within the next couple of weeks I got to think about saving all my milk jugs so I can start my plants.
Oh my gosh, I wish I could just send you all of mine.
I don't.
What's stopping you?
We use glass bottles.
Really? Okay. Here you go. The mailman comes up to you with a big old recycling bag. You might be a little worried.
Yeah.
But yes, Facebook groups are a great way. You just have to make sure that you don't get kicked out of the groups, because some groups are very strict about you not friending people in the group, or
that's why
wow.
People. Yeah,
that's so not true, because I'm in all kinds of groups, and I mean routinely throughout the day there's more requests, and like this is staggering.
Yeah, no, I left.
If maybe that's what they say, that's not how it really is.
Yeah, well, I left a group because I don't even remember what the name of the group was, but I was trying to. Somebody had posted something, and I said, I'd love to help you. I'll send you a private message right now. And then immediately the supervisor in the group was like, you can't send private messages. And I was like, holy crap. Okay. And done with your group.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, right.
So
great.
But it is what it is. All right, ladies. Well, I'm going to get this call up and into the team page. Those were great questions, by the way, and I know that they will definitely benefit everybody else, so I'm glad you asked them.
Awesome.
So I'll get this call.
Thank you, Wendy, for all of this. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
You hooked me into something really good.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
You did.
And we're gonna rock it in 2016.
Yay.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys.
All right.
Talk to you soon.
Have a good one.
Bye.
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 Excellent.